I wonder. Well, you're also, PJ is keeping an eye on our fantasy figures as well, very much into fantasy football. And I have a decision to make here, PJ, and if you can help me out on this.
I can.
I have Andre Johnson on my fantasy team. I've been sticking by 81 all season. I'm about to jump ship. What should I do?
This will be the easiest decision that you need to make all year. Just drop him.
Just
I can't. I mean, after yesterday, what can you say? I mean, and you know, of course, you got the backup quarterback in the system, so it's not familiar, less chemistry, all that. But
okay, but he's going to Houston. He's going back to where he played.
Yeah.
So does that change things?
I don't know. I mean, it depends.
You know he's going to be up for this game.
He's going to be hyped. He's going to be hyped.
Yes.
But from a fantasy perspective, you can't rely on hype. You got to see production. You got 4 weeks now of evidence of him not fitting to one degree or another.
Yeah.
He's the statistical evidence kind of guy. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
I
You got to go
hate
feel.
those guys. I hate
You know what
those
I mean?
guys.
He can't.
He's
yeah,
going
he
back
just
to
can't,
Houston.
though.
They mistreated him. They abused him. They got rid of him.
I play with my heart.
He's a head guy. We're a heart guy.
What place are you in, Dave, in your league?
Like second place. I lost
okay.
yesterday,
That's not
but it's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts, PJ?
Well, Andre's a no. You talked about Frank Gore. He's still kind of the jury's out on him. We know he's a good running back. You take out the 22-yarder that he had at the end of the game yesterday. It was a tough day for him.
Yeah.
They stacked the line, though.
Yeah, to your point
know
earlier,
what?
they stacked the line. So
Earl Campbell couldn't have run through that line yesterday.
You can't have hit and miss, though. I mean, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns against the Titans, and then, 50 yards? But, I mean, half of it was on one play. I mean, if he gets in that end zone and doesn't fumble and gets in the end zone and scores a touchdown, then I say, you might keep him in fantasy,
Yeah, it's just, again, you got to have that evidence. You got to have that week by week building and trust when you start to play these guys. There are just better options out there of people that you know are going to get some yards, some of which are Duke Johnson for the Cleveland Browns. The guys behind Isaiah Crowell still, as far as the running back position is concerned, you got 9 receptions this past Sunday.
I can't pick up a Cleveland Brown, though. I just can't.
What about Gurley?
Understood. Gurley had a great week as well. He was running with purpose. A lot of leagues have him as a starter. He was kind of a known force coming into this season.
Just kind of pick him up and wait kind of a thing?
Yeah. It was just a matter of time, really, is what the sentiment was in fantasy. So he's on a lot of teams. But if you're looking for somebody to replace, say, like a Frank Gore that maybe you had faith in for the first couple of weeks, you look at the Cowboys. They've had some turnover because of injuries. And Darren McFadden showed some life in their game last night.
I disagree. I disagree.
Go on, Mr. Sorge.
I do. He just looked slow and like he just wasn't. I would play Joseph Randle more than Darren McFadden. It looked like, I know Randle kind of had, he had a good game early, then he kind of lost the ball on a play, and then you didn't really see him in the second half and saw more McFadden. But I just don't think. I know Randall's smaller and probably doesn't want to take the punishment of a down guy, but he just looked way more electric out there than McFadden did. And did you see a receiver, undrafted free agent for the Saints, Snead, his last name? Is monster night last night catching the football for the Saints. Yep.
The tight end?
No, he's a little slot wide receiver, yeah.
And that's the trouble with the Saints is they're just so well distributed. I mean, even Ben Watson looked alive again last night. You just can't rely on one of those guys. That's been the trouble with the Saints for years is, maybe Marquez Colston ends up with the most yards at the end of the year, but every week it's somebody different stepping up in that system.
Brandon Cooks has been kind of non-existent in that offense, and I just know that because my wife likes him, picking him for fantasy, and he ain't getting her nothing.
Can't blame him for that. One last note from yesterday's game. Alan Hearns, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Saw him a lot yesterday.
He had a big day, and it's been a trend. So last year he was a big play guy, a couple of long throws down the field that kept him in the conversation. But alongside Allen Robinson, or excuse me, the other guy on the Jaguars.
Allen Robinson's the lead guy over there.
Allen and Allen. It's the Allen duo.
Yeah.
Alongside him, he's looking like a real force. So if you're looking for a receiver who's maybe flown under the radar, Alan Hearns might not be a bad idea.
All right. Victory ham sandwich from Mom today?
Yes, with cheese. We're going with Swiss cheese because of all the holes in the Texans' defense this week. That's what we're looking for. Right, Mom? Yeah.
Would you tell Mom to pick up her lava lamp?
I will. Again, I made some calls to my reliable lava lamp distributor sources, and I, no, they didn't take credit. So.
Okay.
Thanks,
We're
buddy.
going to find out.
Thanks, buddy.